Yo, 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 what's good with it? What's
Yo,
good?
what's up, bro? What's good?
Man, just got done watching this game. What's your takeaway, man? What you think?
Oh man, where do you even start? J Dub, you got to start there. I thought this was if they win the championship Thursday or Sunday, this game will forever be on J Dub's mantle, bro. 40 points, absolutely huge. Big buckets when they needed it too,
Man,
especially when the Pacers got back in the game. Usually you see somebody going off like that and they'll go cold at some point or kind of taper off. It was a steady dose the whole night, bro. He had it cooking tonight. In a swing game, series tied 2-2.
yep, yep,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Game you
Shay,
needed. Your star came up and played the absolute biggest he could for sure.
yeah,
This,
yeah.
this,
But
this is what I've been calling
good.
for all series for him, Corey. I'm sorry, I'll let you go, but this is
No,
what I've
no,
been
no, go
calling
ahead.
all series. I've been calling for this, Corey. Somebody else had to step up other than Shea Gilgis. Now, granted, J Dub's not had a bad series. He ain't had a game like that though. He ain't did that.
No.
That
Well, that's
man,
what everybody's kind of waiting on with J Dub, right? That was the biggest question we had all season.
yeah,
Who's going to be the number two guy? Is it going to be him or Chet? And then what kind of number two production were you going to get?
right, right.
This is scary hours for the NBA. If we get this kind of J Dub next year and going forward for the rest of his career, somebody who can drop 40 sitting next to Shea, you talk about a 1-2 combo that's going to be deadly for years to come. That's his potential now, bro. That's his potential. This game tonight, what he put on tape tonight, is his potential going forward.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't disagree with that at all. Um, Wiggins off the bench too was huge for him. That was kind of a guy that was kind of nice to see him getting some stuff going. He was hitting some big buckets. Lou Dort,
Yeah,
I got to give you some props, bro, because he hit two big threes and late in that fourth quarter, man, that were kind of that one that made it like 116 to 101 or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the
yeah.
score was, but he hit that three, and I was like, oh, that was a big shot. I was like, that was huge. And it just, they kept just
Casey
keep,
Wallace. Casey Wallace hit big threes. He
yep,
hadn't hit a three all series until tonight.
yep.
They got other Andrew as is it Andrew, what is it? What's his name? Wiggins? Aaron Wiggins,
Aaron
not
Wiggins.
Andrew
Yeah,
Wiggins.
Aaron Wiggins.
Yeah, he came in, gave you 14. He was huge. Chet only had 9, but Chet I thought played tough inside. He was getting banged around and stuff, but he was fighting for loose balls, fighting for rebounds. It's your classic Thunder effort, is what you got tonight in a big spot.
And on the other side, man, a storyline going into game 6, the health of Tyrese Halliburton. Fell down, kind of made that, he re-injured that leg that they were talking about. He did
Yeah,
not look right. The box score shows it. I mean, the cat only had 4 points. He was trying out there. You could see it. It just wasn't there, man. He didn't have the juice tonight. 0 for 6, 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. You scored 4 points. The only 4 points he got was from the free throw line. So I gotta have more than that out of my superstar. Out of my best player on my team, I have
yeah.
to have more than that. I get it, you're injured, but damn it, if you're playing, you're healthy.
You gotta produce. He's the reason they lost, B.
Yeah, 100%.
He's
100%
the reason
he
they
is.
lost.
And
This is what the Pacers got. They got 28 from Siakam, 14 from Neesmith, 13 from Turner. Nemhard had a bad game, too many turnovers. He only had 7. Nemhard and Halliburton were the reason they lost. Toppin gave you 12. Toppin played good, I thought. And then TJ McConnell in the third quarter. Dog, we got to talk about this. What the hell be going on with TJ McConnell in the third quarter, bro? Did you see that?
he
What do you
just,
have, like 15 points in the third quarter?
yo,
He got them back in the game.
yo,
His energy absolutely got them back in the game.
that dude's a little baller right there, man. He makes people like me feel like there was a chance for us going in the NBA. I'll tell you what, man. Granted, he is 6'1", though. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
only about 5'9", 5'10", but dude, that dude's a little baller, man. I mean, he's definitely one of those guys that you want on a team to be a championship contender type team. Um, they just didn't get enough from anybody else, really, man. I mean, Pascal
No.
Siakam had a hell of a game. Credit to him. He was playing his ass off. Neesmith did okay. I still feel like I need about 15 to 20 out of Neesmith. I need about 15 to 20 out of Turner with more than 6 freaking rebounds.
Yeah.
You know
Turner
what I
should have
mean?
gave
Like,
more. Yeah.
again, what did I say going into this game, Corey? I said you have to out-rebound them, and you have to have some good scoring from the bench. Now, I was kind of just giving them credit, you know what I'm saying, on the bench scoring. I didn't think that Halliburton was going to have this type of game. I didn't think that, you know what I mean? I feel like you could get more from Nembhard than just 7 points. But they out-rebounded him, Corey. They did.
Yeah.
That 50 to 45, they checked one of the boxes, but there just wasn't enough consistency from the whole team. They were kind of just a little funky, man. You know what I mean? They tried to make a little bit of a comeback there in that fourth quarter, but the better team in OKC Thunder just said it's not happening.
Well, they came all the way back. They cut it to 2.
They did.
Outside of taking the lead, they got it to 2 points. And I thought at that point, I was like, oh, shit, it's not looking good for the Thunder.
Yeah.
And then J-Dub kept doing what he did. But you're not going to win a game, bro. Listen to this, 23 turnovers to 11 turnovers. And then the Thunder scored 32 points off the 23 turnovers.
They had like 7 or 8 of those. They had like 7 or 8 of those in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was tough. And then
the Pacers spent all that time coming back. They got it to 2, and then they just started turning the ball over again.
Just fell off. It was that final 5 minutes, man. The Thunder dominated the final 5 minutes again.
5 minutes. That defense turns up, bro. They
really
get to that 5-minute mark, and it just turns up.
Really, you could literally just watch the last 5 minutes of the game. It's going to tell you the story, how that thing went.
Oh,
really is. Because it's either going to be a blowout come that point in time, or it's going to be a close game, kind of like what we had here, because the Pacers were cutting into that lead. But, man, now we're sitting here at 3-2, brother. We got the Thunder and the Pacers. They're going back to Indiana. You got some storylines with the Tyrese Halliburton injury. Is he going to be right? You know what I'm saying? I don't doubt that the kid plays. He's got heart. But is he going to be right? You know what I mean? I think the light's starting to kind of dim a little bit on these Pacers, man. I think it's just you were up 2-1. You see what I'm saying? You let game 4 do what it do. You let that thing slip away. And then you just throw up this tonight where your superstar doesn't score but 4 points. You can't have that, man, and expect to win a game in the NBA Finals. You just can't. The Thunder are too good for that, and especially on a night where J-Dub gets a 40 ball.
Yeah,
that's tough to overcome. That's really tough to overcome.
They had their chance, man. Like I said, they were in the game in the fourth quarter. They only lost by 11. Considering where it was, being down by 18, I think 2 days off. I think Halliburton, they shoot that thing up, and he's going to get around-the-clock treatment. I think there's a good chance for them in Game 6. What I saw from them tonight in the second half, being down 14 at half, I thought they could have easily packed it in. They fought all the way back and cut it to 2 in the fourth quarter. To me, that showed me that they have enough talent with their crowd behind them. They don't turn the ball over 23 times. You protect the ball. When the games they protected the ball, games 1, 3, and 4, they've all had either won or should have won. So if you get that effort in Game 6, I don't see any reason why they couldn't win it. So I'm gonna go with Indianapolis on this one for Game 6, only because I said Thunder in 7 before the series.
Yeah,
and the Pacers have shown me everything that made me say Thunder in 7. They got enough talent to win one home game to push it to 7, I think.
Stevie's got a stat for us down here. OKC looks like hasn't lost back-to-back games since 2024. Is that playoffs only, Stevie G, or is that like overall?
I think that's regular season too.
Really? Hadn't lost back-to-back games?
Yeah.
That's a solid ass stat right there. I didn't realize that is very dominant. That's overall.
Yeah.
Wow, buddy. Yeah. That's dominant. That's domination.
I saw that earlier on X. It's a pretty they're one win away from solidifying themselves as one of the greatest teams, at least for a single season ever. 68 wins, the MVP, number one defense, like all of it, bro. They already got the best win differential, point differential in league history.
Ever? I don't know about that one. They're making a case. Their
average, their average point per game differential was 13. That's the best in NBA history, which means there's not been one team that's been more dominant throughout the course of the season than this Oklahoma City team. They're number one.
That's fair. And they were undefeated against the Eastern Conference. Never lost a game all season.
Well, they lost one game to the Cavs.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, one.
They were 29-1 against the East.
Do you guys think Shea overcomes Russ as best Thunder ever when OKC?
Yes. Yes, the Thunder don't have a championship.
Since when was Russell Westbrook the greatest Thunder ever? That's what I want to know. Come on now.
Well, he would have been tied with Durant because they both have an MVP award.
Tied my ass. Russell Westbrook is not in the same stratosphere as Kevin Durant. No. I can't get that. No.
Why not?
What?
Why not?
Russell Westbrook was a brickaholic.
Okay. What did Kevin Durant do without Russell Westbrook?
Won two championships.
Okay, come now. He went to a 73-win team that already won a championship, brother.
In fairness,
so you're okay. Time
out.
So if Russell Westbrook would have left KD instead of it being the other way around and went to that Warriors team, would he have won? Would he have won a championship? Is it fair to say that?
With Russ?
Yeah.
No.
They wouldn't have won with Russ.
Russ is a cancer, brother. He does not. Okay. Teams don't win basketball games with Russell Westbrook on their team. They just don't.
They could have.
I appreciate that Russ stayed and KD left, but KD broke every one of y'all's hearts, and y'all still salty about that.
We're talking about the greatest OKC player ever. You don't get to be in a conversation. Durant. You don't get to be in a conversation when you leave, dog.
I don't care.
I'm with Stevie G on this. Stevie, I'm with you. You left. You don't get to be in the conversation.
That's fine. He's still the best.
No.
Yes.
He had to run and go get a ring with another team.
Because he was tired of old Russ out there throwing the ball away when it mattered. Shoot.
Thank you, Stevie G. Any OKC fan knows you take Russ over KD 100%.
You give me KD any day of the week, bud. Y'all go ahead and have Russell Westbrook. He might be speaking that fire. That's fine.
Thank you, Stevie.
Y'all go ahead. That's fine. Y'all can have that. Give me KD. Shoot.
You can have KD. He hadn't done anything without Steph Curry. If you get Steph Curry along with them, then yeah, KD would be awesome. He hadn't done shit outside of Steph Curry. Name one thing he's done outside of Steph Curry.
Hey, he was one freaking toe away from beating Giannis and them boys, and we might be having a different discussion.
Oh.
It didn't happen though.
Yeah.
I'm just not putting Russell Westbrook ahead of KD for nothing. I'm not. Because when
I just asked you what he did outside of Steph Curry.
What Russ do outside of KD?
I asked you what he do outside of Steph. You gave me toenail in the second round.
Can I ask something real quick? When they took KD off of that squad, how'd Russ look the next year? How'd that team look? How'd they look?
I'm just asking you
what
KD
were trash.
What did KD do without Russ?
Trash.
I mean, Steph. What did KD do without Steph?
Okay, well, that's not the conversation we're having here, though. We're talking about
greatest It's
Thunder
part of it.
ever. We were talking about the greatest Thunder ever. He won the MVP, yes, but that's because he was doing triple doubles, and Steven Adams was boxing guys out. So
he was the first one to do it in like 40 years, dog.
Bro. And how'd that work? And how'd that work out for him come playoff time? How did it work? Let me know. Let me know.
They lost.
I'd love to hear it. Exactly. Russell Westbrook hadn't sniffed the Western Conference Finals since he's been with KD. Well, come on now. And KD was carrying.
KD hadn't sniffed shit without Steph Curry.
Buddy, KD hadn't
sniffed a thing without Steph Curry. I watched Steph Curry leave. I watched KD leave, and I watched Steph Curry win another championship. I watched Steph Curry win a championship before him. I haven't seen KD do anything of importance in the NBA in
Man.
playoff time
Man.
outside of Steph Curry. I haven't seen it.
Steph's great. He's great. That's greatness. I'm not.
Yeah, that's
here.
what I'm saying.
I'm not
If you're
denying.
gonna take KD, you better get the KD with the Steph. That's the KD you want. You want Steph with him. The KD you're talking about ain't shit without Steph Curry.
KD on OKC minus Russell Westbrook and somebody else. I'm telling you, Russell Westbrook was the reason OKC didn't win nothing.
Oh my
Trust
God.
me, that man was an Energizer bunny and didn't know how to turn the Energizer off. He never did.
Hey, can I ask you this? When they were up 3-1 on the Warriors, where was KD in game 5, 6, and 7 when they lost?
That's fair. Where was Russ?
They both disappeared, brother.
Okay, but I'm taking.
So we're not just gonna put this all on Russ.
But
we're not gonna put it all on Russ.
Buddy, it was a lot of it.
I remember Russ dropping 44 in the finals game against the Heat. I don't remember KD doing that.
Man, they got smoked in that series. That's it. So you're taking Russ as the greatest Thunder over KD?
Why not?
Just because the guy left,
player, pretty much.
That's it.
They're pretty much. They both had one MVP their time in OKC. They both really haven't done anything without. I mean, if you're gonna count the 2 championships for Durant, outside of Steph, he hadn't done anything.
Well, that's fine, but damn it, yeah.
I think if you give Steph to Russell Westbrook for 3 years,
no,
he probably comes out with a championship.
He's not overcoming with that one. Buddy, Jokic couldn't even overcome him.
No, I think in 2017, you give the Warriors Westbrook instead of KD, and give him 3 years span, he wins one.
It's not working the same. It's not working the same.
Yeah.
It's not working the same. No.
Yeah.
No. I can't let you get away with that, Corey. No, that's blasphemy.
It's working the same, brother. It might work better.
Yeah, you're crazy. You're crazy.
You're talking about somebody who was in his prime, averaging a triple-double? The way he was able to push the pace and find guys and get assists.
We're seriously
I'm being dead serious. 100%. 100%.
I can't let you get away with that. No. Russell Westbrook better than KD. Buddy, the way that team spaced the floor when they won, the way that they won, with Russell Westbrook, all that goes out the window. Oh, and add about another 5 to 6 turnovers a game, too. Go ahead and add that on there because that's happening. And then about another 7 or 8 missed shots, just bricks. Just miss me with all that, bro. I'm a Russell Westbrook hater, bro. That dude is trash.
I can tell.
He's trash. Always has been.
Man, we went off the rails there. All right.
We did.
How did we get there?
All right, back.
How did we get there?
As Stevie G started it, man.
Oh, with the greatest Thunder. Yeah. Now, look, if they went Thursday night, Shea will forever be the
I don't care if Russ has his jersey retired. Y'all have Nick Collison up there retired. I don't care. That doesn't matter to me. It doesn't. Y'all are salty because that man left. I get it. It was crappy the way he did it, but KD was the best player to ever put on the Thunder jersey, other than Shea. If Shea wins this one, I got to give it to Shea. That's hands down, no doubt about it. But if we're talking Russ between KD, it's not even a discussion, man. Russ was carrying that man on his back. Shoot. KD was carrying that man Russ on his back. It's facts. Anybody else?
You said it right the first time. You said it right the first time.
Anybody can argue. You can argue with a wall if you want. I don't care. You ain't gonna change.
You said it right the first time.
You ain't gonna. That's like one of my buddies that works with me. He called KD a glorified role player the other day. I looked at him like, what? What?
Okay, what if KD? Can I ask you this? Are we not going to look at this man's career after he retires and be like, his career was kind of weird? Like, let's be honest.
It was different, but the guy's got 2 rings, 2 Finals MVPs.
Yeah, he had to go get Steph Curry's help for that. I'm just talking about everything that's happened after the toenail game that you brought up. Everything's been weird. He forced his way out of Brooklyn to get to Booker, got Bill. He's forcing his way out of Phoenix. Like, buddy, come on, man. He averaged 27 last year. Didn't affect winning at all for the Phoenix Suns. So he can still put up numbers. But I don't know, man. Something about his career is just a little off. He's moved from team to team to team. You weren't happy with Russ, So you thought the championships would make you happy. The championships didn't make you happy because they still love Steph more than you. No shit. You didn't think you were going to go there and get more love than Steph. So you left Golden State for whatever reason, or you got in a little fight with Draymond, but you left there. Then you left Brooklyn. Now you're leaving Phoenix. It's just all of for as good as he is, this is not a player that should be bouncing from team to team to team like this. With Chris Paul and a Westbrook, I can see them being traded every year. They're not Kevin Durant. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Talent-wise.
Thank you.
This should have been a 1 or 2 jersey player, max, his whole career. That's all I'm saying.
These
the whole career is a little weird.
It is. I'm not saying that it's like just perfect or anything like that, but at the end of the day, that cat's got 2 finals and 2 finals MVPs. Whether he joined that man or not, he was the best player on that Golden State team, hands down. And let me say another thing, because we haven't mentioned this. Since we're having this discussion, that man KD, without him on that worst team ain't winning either. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Worst team won without him twice
against freaking when they had Dellavedova as the point guard for the Cavs. That was the championship that they won without him. And then the next year they got dusted on. Remember,
they didn't get dusted. They were up 3-1,
and they got dusted.
I don't call losing in 7.
They got dusted.
Okay,
they got dusted on
all
Bron.
Right. Everybody
was Bron, okay. and he said there's levels to this shit. And then Draymond Green in the offseason went out there crying to KD, needed him, and Curry. They went to KD, mind you, went to him.
They did said, fly to.
Hey, we want you to come team up with us because we can't beat this guy over here in Cleveland. I'm just saying. And what happened?
It's funny that everybody frames it that way. They already beat that guy in Cleveland. They were up 3-1 on that guy in Cleveland.
Buddy, they wasn't about to do that. Trent, calm down with all that, man. Let's be easy tonight, buddy. Let's be easy.
Yeah, let's calm down, Trent.
Easy with that, Trent. We appreciate you coming in here and talking, man. But we don't do none of that stuff, brother. You being a little funny. But no, but you see what I'm getting at here. And then when they get the guy, he makes so much. It's not even close. It's not even in the stratosphere. They swept him. With ease. That's all I'm saying. And then they would have won 3 in a row, but KD snapped his Achilles against the Raptors. So I can't get down with the Russell Westbrook ever being in any kind of conversation being better than Kevin Durant. That's just I'm never gonna do it. I just can't do it. Just can't. There might be them. The Thunder fans might say that, and that's fine. You guys can go ahead and do that. I'm a Laker fan. I really could care less. So it really is what – and that's probably why I have so much hate for Russ, because he was absolute dog poo-poo for us. And I
forgot he played. He had that little stint in Los Angeles. I forgot that.
You forgot about that?
I did. It was a short stint. It wasn't a long one.
Russell Westbrook goes to go retire. That's what he needs to do next year. He needs to retire. He's done.
They're to the point where they're clowning him now.
He's done.
NBA Central. NBA.
I know.
Do you follow them on Twitter, though?
No. Well, I know who you're talking about. Yes.
Not Centel. Centel is usually the one that jokes around, but Central got in on the joke this time.
What did he say?
They were saying, they said some ball club in Lithuania is not interested in not Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook. I was like, geez, man.
I'm telling you, bro. Hey, the coach in the offseason, I'm going to throw something out here.
What's that?
For the Thunder, right? You want to talk about getting a coach to kind of upgrade your team, even if you win this, because let's be real, some things fell their way this year and everything's kind of worked out perfectly. That's why I'm going to get into this greatest team of all time discussion after this. Everything kind of fell perfect this year, Corey, to play a Pacers team as opposed to your Celtics team healthy.
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to you see what I'm talking about? Like, you really didn't have to play like a upper echelon type player, because let's call it what it is. Tyrese Halliburton was not known as a top player until these playoffs started happening. He started going off. Is that fair?
No, that's – yeah.
So looking at all that, Corey, it's just it's one of those type of deals where I can't get behind that. I just can't get behind the greatest team when this year it's there's so
Well,
many other teams in the past that I'm taking over this Thunder team, bro. So many. There's just
we're
so
talking
many.
about the whole totality of the season, bro. You're talking about a team that won 68 games. This is what my Boston Celtics ran into last year. Just hear me out. We won 64 games last year, and everybody talked about the path. And we got lucky because everybody got hurt on the along the way. And then we beat Dallas. And then it wasn't enough. You can say the same thing about the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets had an easy path. They get to the championship.
I,
And the 8 seed Miami Heat are sitting there.
I,
Like,
res-
come on.
I respect beating the Dallas Mavericks last year more than this Indiana Pacers team, buddy.
Really?
What?
That's fair.
What?
That's fair.
Yes, really. Because they had
This
a guy
Pacers,
named
this
Kyrie
Pacers
Irving
team,
and Luka Doncic.
this Pacers team has way more shooting than that Dallas team did. That Dallas team was really a 1-2 man team for most of the year, bro.
But they
And when
had
Kyrie
those
was
big
good, it was a
guys
2-man
down
team.
low, though, too, though. Daniel Gafford, Lively, and them boys. And
None of
PJ
them can
Washington.
shoot, brother. None
I
of them.
get
That's
it.
what they're.
I get it.
That's how they be. That's why we watched them in the finals.
That's fair.
They couldn't hit a three.
That's fair. And Luka was
We
on one
literally let Luka average 35 in that finals.
On one leg.
We're not
On
gonna
one
let
leg.
your shooter. Yeah, and we're not gonna let your shooters get off.
My dog, damn, this man said Boston has a bunch of bums. I love it, Trent. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah.
Oh man.
Hell
No.
yeah.
What else he said?
Would
What
OKC have won last?
No, because they lost to Dallas, and we beat Dallas in 5. They lost to Dallas in 6 last year, in the second round, dog. Last year we'd have
It's a
washed
different
them.
team, though. It's a different team, though.
Yeah, they got Caruso,
And
they got Hartenstein.
that's a difference.
That's a difference. But yeah,
there.
last year's version, no, we.
And you're getting last year's
last
smack
year.
them.
Last year was our year. We'd have smacked anybody.
I hate the Celtics too, Trent. I hear you, man. My hate is very, very deep
I
for
thought
them.
we were cool, Trent.
No, I'm glad. I'm glad that the damn Celtics didn't win it this year. That really it made my year. I was good. I hated that my team Lakers lost in the first round, but when I seen the Celtics out of there, I was like, okay, cool. We're all right. I can enjoy the rest of the playoffs now. I'm good.
So do you think gets us done Thursday night?
Yeah, easily. I think they've already, Brady. When they won Game 4, they took the soul and the heart of the Indiana Pacers. They did it. It was apparent tonight. You've seen it. Now Halliburton gets hurt, re-injures that leg. I just don't see it, man. Everything would have to absolutely fall the right way for Pacers in that game. I mean, I just can't get down with it.
So them cutting the lead to 2 after being down 18, even with all the turnovers. I think you take some of those turnovers out. I'm just saying. I watched the team. They walked them down and cut it to 2, and then they started turning it over.
But they've been turning the ball over every game this series, Corey. The Thunder put great ball pressure on.
You can't get in the high. You can't get in the mid-20s. Is what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah.
Hell, you can't do that in any game.
You don't. Well, you say they took their soul. I didn't see a team that soul had got taken.
I did tonight. I did tonight. I really did.
No.
I did, buddy. He pulled his starters with like 3 minutes left.
No, buddy. They only lost by. That's not true. They only lost by 11.
He damn sure did pull his starters with like 3 minutes left.
He pulled one of. He pulled Hallie. He put Furphy in, but it was still a game.
They had TJ McConnell. They took Siakam off the floor. Everybody was off the floor because they put.
Let me ask you this: so at the beginning of the fourth quarter, what were you thinking when it was a 3-point game?
I was thinking it's going to be a tight little finish, but I still thought the Thunder were going to outcome.
Okay, that's not the blowout you were telling me was going to happen.
No, it's not.
It's not the 20-point blowout I heard from Nick Wright. It's not the 20-point blowout I heard on all the shows today. I heard everybody saying it's going to be it wasn't that. It was a 2-point game at some point in the fourth quarter. I do know that. So it doesn't look like a team that got their heart stomped out and was ready to give up.
That's fair. But I don't know, man.
I think
I'm looking at this box score for Indiana, and it just, I mean, hats off to
he's
the
just
Thunder defensively. Hats off. They were putting
yeah.
pressure on him, man. I mean, even for Alex Caruso to have only 2 points, be 1 for 8 and 0 for 3 from the 3-point line, and still be +8 in your plus and minus is pretty phenomenal in my opinion.
Oh yeah, that's all defense.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, and
They
then
got other contributions from Wiggins and guys like that, so he didn't really have to score.
right, and Mathurin,
A one-hit wonder. Game 3 was his best hit. That's all.
I can't get down with that no more. That's what I'm saying.
He's gonna
bro.
have to show up in Game 6.
I don't even know if it's gonna matter, bro. I'm telling you, the way J-Dub and Shea are looking right now, bro, them boys are
Well, that's their
clicking.
biggest problem. They got a J-Dub problem because this is the third straight game. He's figured it out.
They have no, and all the Thunder are doing, they're playing the 2-man game coming down the floor with J-Dub and Shea over and over again. They probably did that.
Guard him.
They can't stop it.
Neesmith, and those guys can't stop both of them.
No, Neesmith and Nembhard, and they're playing with Neesmith and Nembhard too, right?
Oh yeah. Well, this all started 3 games ago after Game 3 when Nembhard started clamping down Shea. So I mean, the alternative in Game 4 was let's switch them up.
And I gotta give hats off credit to Shea, man. That dude right there. You showing me something here, big dog. I'm really. This is where guys become
best player in the world,
elite right now.
Yeah.
Who's better?
Nobody.
You gotta give it to the kid.
I'd move him past Jokic at this point.
You'd have to. He knocked Jokic out to get where he's at.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, win one first, which I really think that's about to happen. I think he's about to be the MVP. I'm with you. Joker's nice. Joker probably is.
He's probably still the best player, but this is going to go a long way.
You put Joker on this team, they're doing the same thing. So I can't argue with it. Shea definitely has the much better overall team than what Joker was working with.
Oh yeah, easily.
Because Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr., unless they're playing the Lakers, they're just irrelevant.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They suck. They're just terrible. I just never seen anything like it before in my life. But yeah, so no, man, I gotta give it to him. Shea's one of the best players in the world, man. He's definitely up there.
He's top 2 for me. You can interchange them. I might say Jokic one day. It's gotten to the point where it's a serious consideration that Shea is the best basketball player in the world.
I can't think of anybody else that's kind of in that realm. There's a few that's right there. Like, you'd have to put Giannis up there, of course. Jason Tatum would have been up there before he popped his Achilles, but I don't know where. I'm not saying he just dropped.
He would have been in for me. He would have been 4, 5, 6.
Right.
He would have been right there with Luka. You could probably put Luka in front of Tatum. I would have had him 4 or 5.
I gotta have my boy Luka next year. He got to come back ready.
Well, I seen him was looking skinny, man. I think he cut back on the beer. I think he's still hitting the hookah, but that's cool as long as you're not packing on pounds with the beer.
Some hookah's okay.
Yeah,
that's fine. I'm cool with that. You know,
I think Brian probably told him, "Hey, red wine instead of beer.
Yeah,
you'll be better."
Yeah.
You know Brian, I mean? Less calories.
Yeah. Brian's gonna get him right. He's gonna get him right.
Yeah.
This is Brian's last year. He's got to get him right.
The Mavericks fucked up because the only one way to motivate him apparently was trade him, and now he fucked the rest of the league over.
But now
this Luka next year we're about to see if he stays healthy and he really comes back slim, bro. It's gonna be a problem.
And on another note, before we hop off here, my boy Austin Reeves came out and said he wants to be a Laker forever, for life. He don't want to go nowhere.
Until somebody throw y'all 7 first.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. See ya. Because after what Desmond Bain got, Austin Reeves is getting something, bud.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
I don't know.
Trade. Was it 4 first round? 4 unprotected. That's a lot.
And they got Cole Anthony, and they got Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Let me get Caldwell Pope off of him. Are they just throwing him away
Pope
for nothing?
sucked this year. I'm just gonna be
That's
honest.
fine. I would still take
Magic with the worst
flat.
3-point shooting team in the league. He was a part of it.
if he came and got with us, he'd be back in action. He just didn't like playing for the Magic. That's all it
was. That's true. That could be true.
Now, granted, he was the one that went there because they paid him, but
yeah, he's not gonna turn down that money. He's owed like $43 million over the next 2 years, I think.
And I ain't mad at him. But now he's gonna be. Where was that? I just drew a blank.
Memphis.
Yeah, now and they're probably you're probably gonna.
They're gonna come off a Ja. Yeah, they're gonna come off a Ja.
Ja's going. They're gonna reset that thing over there.
It's not even the off-field stuff. It's to say he's always hurt.
If they just want to let Jaren Jackson go too, we got some people for him.
They could. That's the only bright spot.
I would love to have Jaren Jackson Jr. on my squad.
I'm sure you would, bud.
That would be a really nice pickup, bud.
Wouldn't we all?
Oh, yeah. He could come over here any day of the week.
He looked great in green and white. I tell you.
Nah, he looked good in that purple and gold. That purple and gold looked real good on him.
Nah, man. He's not even y'all's type of player, man. He's a hard worker. He's a rebounder. Tough guy. That's Boston all day, dog.
Wow.
Y'all like flash. Y'all like flashy guys. Ja's more y'all speed, if you're being honest.
I don't need no Ja Morant over here.
Yeah, look at that big three. Ja, Luka, LeBron. That's championship written all over it.
That's Russell Westbrook 2.0, bud. That's not working. It's not working. Ja ain't that good of a shooter to be with us.
You know, his career trajectory, bro. 3 years ago. He could have been face of the league 3 years ago.
Shouldn't have been a gangster out here showing the gun.
Yeah.
Simple as that, bro. Like, don't be childish. You know what I mean? Like, you're making multi-millions of dollars and your dumb ass goes on freaking Instagram Live flashing a gun, bro. What are we doing out here?
Remember the Nike ads? Everything was set up and ready. They had been 2 seed in the West like 2 years in a row.
Idiot.
It was all set up. He had the interview. I'm only worried about Boston. We good in the West.
Oh yeah, and then when we tapped
that was all around it. Yeah, that was all around the same time. That's when Dylan Brooks was like, I don't talk to nobody.
Mavs
win they give me 40.
Mavs win the title, in my opinion. Whoa.
Kyrie tore his ACL, so you probably
that's a hot take. Hot take. That is hot. But it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Bro, stop.
It's not. It's really not.
Stop. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Let me hear this.
Kyrie come back healthy. ACLs ain't that long of an injury, is what you think. He
tore it in February or I think he tore it in February.
It was like January. No, it was after trade deadline, so it would have been February. Okay. Yeah. So let's just say Kyrie comes back around Christmas. Okay? That's cool. Buddy, they're about to add Cooper Flag. I like Cooper. And I like
Cooper too.
I like AD.
I like Derek Lively. I like Max Christie. I like a bunch of their players. They're not winning the championship, dog.
I'm not saying that it happens. I'm just saying that's not too crazy of a take. Bro, if everything works out the way that it's supposed to over there, the Mavs are going to be a solid team.
Okay, but what up? The Rockets, the Warriors, another year with Jimmy. Bro, the Nuggets, the Clippers, golly, man, over all of those teams, we do have an X account.
Stevie G, you follow us, dog. Shay joined. Man.
Which one is it? You gotta let us know, brother. Which MJ only list are you talking about?
What I want to see Shay do this offseason,
getting away from
that and learn how to play defense.
He's not a bad defender, bro.
He's not a good one either, though.
He caused okay. I mean, he's for as much as he works on the offensive end, that's rich coming from you, like Luka being one of your favorite players, by the way.
I'm not saying Luka ain't got to work on defense. I didn't say that. I think he has to too, absolutely. And he got to get his fat ass in shape too, for sure. Don't get it twisted, bro. I'm on Luka's head too, dog. Don't trip.
All right.
But nah, Luka's not Shea right now. Shea's a different level. He's a different animal. But I think Luka could be Shea though. I don't think we had the best of Luka this year as a Lakers fan. I'm just saying. I don't think we got the best Luka, and I think we about to get that next year.
Yeah.
I think
he's still got to win. So he's got MVPs to win. He still hadn't won a league MVP yet.
I think Luka's gonna sign the extension with the Lakers. I don't think he ever leaves LA. I think Luka's a Laker for life for the rest of his career. I really do. The Lakers, we not letting Luka up out this building, bud. It's not happening. It's not. We got him. We got rid of AD for it. Luka ain't walking. So and then I'm telling you, I really think the Jokic dream isn't dead yet. I'm just telling you. I really wouldn't be surprised.
I'm bring this up again. Are you serious? Y'all not getting when would you get Jokic?
He's a free agent in 26. Yeah.
They're gonna extend him, B. You know that.
He's not gonna go back there. He's done with they bum asses. They got rid of his coach, Mike Malone. It's not good over there.
You guys are not. You're not getting Jokic, bro. I'm sorry. I love that you think that though. Guards in NBA history with at least 30 points, 10 assists, 4 blocks in the game. Michael Jordan, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's rarefied air, man. He's got like 7 or 8 of those little stats like that that's floating around. He had 4 blocks and 3 steals today. He was everywhere on defense. That's not a bad defensive performance. He does good in help defense and stuff like that. I think that's where he makes his money, especially with the steals.
Who's he calling a bum? Who's the bum, Stevie G?
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
What were we talking about?
I hope you ain't calling Luka a bum. Chill out. If you're calling Luka a bum, you better calm down with all that. Luka is not no bum. Buddy, he is not a bum. No way. You cannot do that. That's fine. Keep that same.
Get him, Stevie.
Keep that same energy. Y'all enjoy your chip. Enjoy your chip. Go hang one of them banners up in your stadium. I'm proud of you guys. Luka lazy.
I love it, Stevie. Call him out.
Okay.
Luka lazy whiner. Complaining to the damn refs all the time.
That's because we don't get all them damn little cheap ass calls like Shea does.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, you want to get real? We can talk about refs.
Maybe if you stop yelling at the refs like that, you don't ever see Shea do that, do you? Do you ever see Shea yelling at the refs?
Because I give him every call. He don't have to. You touch that dude and they give him a whistle, bro.
He's still in Cancun and complaining.
That's fine. That's fine. It's cool.
Stevie G's gonna have bragging rights for a whole year, dog. His team's about to win the championship.
I mean, that's cool.
They close this thing out. There's gonna be a lot more Shea talk.
I know. That's cool. I'm ready for it. I want all the smoke. I want all of it. I'm still.
We got to do a show before Game 6. We got to figure because Game 6 Thursday.
Yeah. Wednesday.
Still on Wednesday night and preview Game 6. We'll kind of talk legacy stuff. There's some topics I kind of want to dig into, especially like what this means for the Thunder if they win it. Some Chet stuff, what the future of the team's gonna look like.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Yeah.
It's Thursday.
Everyone is back and y'all have a lotto pick, man. Y'all probably got like 40 picks in the next 5 years. Sam Presti. Hey, bro, I saw Sam Presti had a mixtape, a hip-hop mixtape in college.
What?
Yeah, I saw it on YouTube. It's pretty crazy, dog. Somebody knew him in college and tracked down one of his old mixtapes, and they played it. He had a little jam on there, bro. He was flowing, too.
Okay. Okay.
I'm talking about Sam Presti, pale ass white Sam
I know who
Presti,
you're
the
talking
DM
about.
for the
I
for
can
the
see
Thunder.
it though. I can kind of see it low key.
He has some flavor on there, dog.
Yeah, he got some swagger to him for sure. You know what I'm saying? Every time they show Sam Presti, I'm like, he always look cool, calm, and collected up there in that
Yeah,
box. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
bro.
So I can see that. That's not crazy. But have you guys ever watched a YouTube channel called Dangerosi? No, sure have not.
That sounds weird. That sounds like I'm gonna go in there and see something I don't want to see.
And it's Trent we talking about here, so you never know.
They have the best interviews. I'm gonna search it, and if it looks okay, I might watch it. Is it sports stuff? Is it sports specific, Trent? It's comedy. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
It's a AI YouTube. Well, Stevie G heard of it.
Dangerous AI.
NBA related.
Is it like Game of Zones? You remember that shit? You remember Game of Zones?
I'm about to look this up real quick. I'm curious. Hang on. Let me see this here real quick.
Can you share it? You want to share it on your screen? Can we do that?
I don't know if you can necessarily share another YouTube channel.
Artificial.
I can't because I'm not. I got to get the login. Because I'm not like actually in here.
I gotta give it. Yeah, I gotta give you that.
It's all good. Dangerosi.
Here, I'm gonna pull it up.
Oh, I'm a bum. I'm a trash can. It's one of those where they make fun of shit. It's like they on there. Yeah, it's just like fake stuff.
Oh, yeah, I've seen these.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have to. I know what this
Okay.
is. I know what
All
that
right.
is. Okay.
Okay. All right.
That's fair.
I don't want to play that for copyright anyway.
Yeah, no, those are funny though. Some of
Yeah,
those are kind of some of those.
Because I'll be legit listening and watching, and then
Yeah.
they'll say some sideways stuff, and I'll be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
hold on."
Yeah, hold up. All right, man. You got anything else?
Russ is better than KD, but other than that, that's it.
Man, stop it. You don't even believe that shit. That's so crazy. That is wild. I can't have. I'm done, bro. I'm hopping off
Close
of
us
here.
out, bro.
Yeah, y'all. If you're not already, subscribe. Drop down in there in that box. Post this thing on the X, Instagram. Also, too, do me a favor. In the comments, who's better, KD, Russ, Thunder,
Oh, bro.
Thunder career, KD or Russ? I want to know. Drop down there in the comments and let me know. It's got to be KD. And if y'all,
It's gonna be Russ, dog. I'm
because
sorry.
the Thunder fans are
It's
gonna hop in
be
here and be
Russ.
like, he left.
I don't know what I don't know what you're expecting. This is gonna be Russ by a landslide.
KD.
But okay.
It better be KD. Real
Fill
ball
it up.
knowers know it's
Fill the
KD.
comments up, y'all.
If you're a real ball knower, it's KD. Facts. There's no doubt about it. So, all right. That's all I got, man. Y'all already know the drill. We'll holler at y'all. Peace.
Peace.